Hi guys, it's me Karen and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do this page here in Linda Ravenscroft's book number 2. Kind of working my way through this book because I like it a lot. Excuse me. We're going to be doing it with distress inks like I did my last one. So I've piled up a bunch. We've got a bunch of leaves in here, a pathway, pencils, canvas, papers, flowers, and one little butterfly in here. So I bought out colors to do all that with, like antique linen for the canvas and the papers. I've got some yellow and orange for, these kind of look like dahlias of some sort, but I'm going to do them in the yellows, kind of a bricky color there, whatever. Brown for the brown areas, blue. I'm going to tape off this area here and make a sky. Browns for any of the brown areas. And I have some hickory smoke for the pathway or any other areas I would like to add a little of that. It's kind of a brownish gray color. And just the browns that I normally bring out. Going to be using both the detail tools and the mini blending tools. Also my eraser. This is a Mauve eraser rechargeable, and I'm going to take off some of these dark areas just to lighten them up a little bit. I started a little work on that leaf there, but these leaves kind of blend into each other a little bit too much, so I'm going to go in with the eraser and find those lines that we want to see a little more. So we'll pull out those. A little bit on some of these. You're just kind of erasing over the existing lines. More pressure you put down, the more you'll erase. You can add in your own lines if you don't see them well enough, just so you can get a little lighter tone in here for the ink to lay down on. Okay, so we'll get some more of these leaves, and the leaves on this side. If you like to even bring up some shading on one side of the leaf, go for it. Remember, we're inking over these, so like some variation in the leaves a little bit. Also this, I'm not sure what it is, grass. Pull some out, add some extra wrinkles in the hat here. Put some dots in the rock if you want. Get them a little more speckled. Same on anything else that you want to do. A little bit of that work is recommended prior to putting down an ink. I'm going to lighten up this butterfly a little bit here. There we go, you can see it a little bit better. And then dust all that erased bits off your page. Okay. Now we're going to bring in some green to do the leaves. It's going to be kind of easy, simple, blobbing green down in the green areas. Starting off with peeled paint, and then I have a darker color if we want to get into that. I'm using the little one because, well, we're in the little areas. And just lightening those up, you can see that it's bringing a little more life to those. If you do it in the dark, it just looks like dark. But we brightened up a few, giving us a variation here. The grassy blades, I assume that's what they are going to be the same color. So we're just adding a bunch of green in here, trying to avoid our flowers and our butterfly. Angle the tip of this and you can just get it to go down the grass a little. Just going to bring a little color in there. If I go out, it's okay. I'll just draw a line there and make it look more like grass. And we've got leaves down in here. And this grassy thing coming up here. You can throw a little grass down in between the rocks too. Up here there's grass, so you want to put that in there. And then over here for the leaves. Boom, boom, boom. So with that, we've got our green. That's a bright green, or brighter than, say, the dark green I'm going to add, which is forest moss. And I'm just going to add a little of that in the darker areas that are behind some of those leaves. And throw that down in here too. Okay, not a very big picture, so we don't have to worry about too much detail in there. I'm going to bring out some antique linen and find a little tool here that I can use. I don't know what color's on there, but we're going to use this color very lightly. So we're just going to go in the corner and pull some up. Kind of make it look like it has some color other than just pure white on it. Okay, we're gonna add some of that into the checkers and put some on these buckets here. And heck, maybe we'll throw some of that in those flowers too, just for fun. Try not to get that butterfly. Boom, boom, boom. And a little in that walkway. Okay, remember these colors will dry lighter than they are showing up at the present point. Okay, we're going to throw a little brushed corduroy. In fact, I'm going to pull in a plastic sheet. Throw some of that brushed corduroy on there. And grab a water brush. Doesn't matter what kind. This just happens to be a Derwent water brush. And we're going to use that as paint and get those in there. Let's get a little more water out on that. Not quite that much water, but there we go. Add a little of that. In our paper there. All right. Well, I think we can put a tiny bit of that. Darken the paper here. Seems to be a ladybug crawling up on that one. Okay. Close that up. Get out a rag here so I don't have ink all over my desk. There we go. All right. I have to be careful now not to touch anything that I put water on. It's going to have to dry up a little bit. I'm going to take out our hickory smoke. I'm going to try to find a grayish one. Let's get green on it. That will take you. Not sure what color you are, but we're going to take you. So hickory smoke. And we're just going to kind of add it in on our walkway here. Also go up whatever this is. Darken it back there a little bit. And put that in the rocks. And that's a flower. Okay. What did I say the flower is going to be done in? I've changed my mind. I'm going to do it in Victorian velvet, and then we'll add some red. Give me a pinky one. Not going to be easy to find. Any more of these in here? No. Okay. Light brown. I'm just dabbing this off on a paper up here, try to get the ink out of it. And get this a little pinker. So we're going to put that in. And get those nice and pink-ish. We'll add a little of that on that ladybug. Oh, there's a little flower here, so we'll throw a little of that in there, and that's a butterfly. Maybe we'll add a little red into here. And we'll throw some here. There. What is this a picture of? We have a flower there, grass, and then whatever those are. Put a little drip of pink coming off that brush. Okay. There we go. Lid. Where's the lid? Where did it go? Okay. The biggest thing next we're going to do is the sky, so I need to get sticky notes and then try to figure out the sky here. Kind of goes up this area. So again, I just put it on there, kind of make a mark, fold it back on itself so it lines up on each side a little bit, and then we can just lay it against that crease going up, and hopefully from that line we go up straight. You can probably do this a lot of different ways with like a ruler and a measuring thing, but no. I don't do that. And then just up here to the top. And make sure you're stuck down. Okay, along this side, we can just pick a depth because there really isn't one here. I don't want to go down too far, so I think we'll go that far. And that's our ribbing there. Fold it down, fold it across. Put it along the rib. And that should be straight. Just work off of that. Did I do that? Bad me. I probably have ink on my hands. How about that? I'm not going to go all the way across with the ink. I'm just going to kind of get it in this general area coming down in this area here. We are trying to go that out of there a little bit. That'll do fine. We'll just darken up the sky up there. Okay, are we down so you can see that portion? I have a blue ink pad thingy bopper here going in with broken china. If I can get the lid off. Going to start off the paper here up in the corner because that's where it's going to be darkest. I'm just going to bring it in. I am putting all the weight over here and then lightly pulling it out, kind of like I don't know, curling it at the same time. Sometimes I find it very difficult for myself to figure out what I'm doing when I'm doing this. Okay, then kind of in a rolling motion. I have most of the ink off and up here, and then when I pull it down, I do it very lightly. I mean, so lightly like there's no pressure on it at all. Don't want a bunch of streaks, but I'm getting streaks from eraser nibbles that I didn't get off of there. So we're going to lightly bring some of that blue over here. I'm going to throw some water on here because I am getting lines. I'll bring it all the way down, I guess. I'm going to throw a different color in there too. Oh, not too dark, but just a different color. Another blue, please. There we go. Salty Ocean. It's a little brighter, softer. Just bring some of that down. Since I'm going down, I have to bring it across. We're going to kind of make it look like clouds. Just kind of cloudy. Not big fluffy clouds. Okay. Oh, she could put some here. There we go. Down into the green. Tiny bit over there. Go. Go back in with the broken china. Play with it until you think it looks decent. I want to darken it over there. Then we'll bring the salty ocean back in. There we go. Right lid on the right ink. Pull that off. Got a nice little sky up there. If you want, you can add water, but I think it'll dry all right. So I'm fine with that. I'm going to bring a little tiny purple in here if I can find my purple. Put my ink away funny yesterday. Is there? Where is the purple? Maybe we won't do them in purple. Do them in lavender because I can find the lavender. Okay, we will pick you. You get some blue in you, but that'll make it purple, won't it? And that ink goes. And a little one down in here. Is there a butterfly in his picture? I don't see one. Okay. You're not going to work. I need a darker color for him. Ooh, you're bright red. Fire brick. Sometimes these are hard to open. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put a little of that on there and pull it off. He's such a tiny little guy. So we'll just get some red on him. Anything else? Yep, too much water. Just throw some in there. And a little up here at the flowers, just so the color comes up. Okay, boom, wipe that off. Then I'm going to get pencil out, just a couple of them, and add in some shading here. So hold on, okay, brought out kind of a red color, a purple color, 2 browns, a sepia, and a black. That's all we're going to use. So the burnt carmine is the one I picked out for the flowers, and anywhere in the darker areas we can just go in and then just fade it out. Leave a little white on them too. I need a color for the center, so I'm just going to grab a yellow, cadmium yellow. And we're just going to lighten up the center in there, and if you want, you can pull some of that out on some of those leaves. Just brightens them up, so all the flowers will be done that way. Okay, pull a little of that over here. A little in this one, put a little in the grass there, a little grass here, pencils. You can also put it in the leaves on one side, this grass stuff. And in the wood, I guess this is rope. Okay, we have some food here. I'm gonna highlight. Not sure what it is, like a pea pod or something. We're gonna put some of that in there. This is brown ochre. We're gonna throw a little in our easel here. And in our rope. I'm not sure what those are. They're in a leaf. I didn't pull out a green. I should pull out a green. Oh, juniper green. It's in a leaf, so we're going to put green on that. And green on whatever they are. Okay, how was with the brown? We'll skip the brown for a minute. We're going in with the dark sepia. I'm going to darken the bottom of the rocks. shadows. Any of the leaves you want to darken. Okay, got the purple for the butterfly. Yeah, the butterfly down here. Okay, I gotta do that little ladybug. And give him a little black face. Darken up his spots. Okay, a little more brown in here. And we're going to brown up his hat. I forgot to even color that, didn't I? Put a little vintage photo in it. There we go. Take in a little of the brown ochre here. A little of the burnt umber. A bit of that yellow. Tiny bit of black. There we go. Let's just work on another flower here. I'll bring in a little ivory into that too. Tiny bit of yellow here and there. Just very lightly. This one I got a little too bright, so what we're going to do is just pull out some of it. I'm going to dot around in the center of those and brighten them up a little bit too. That's a little better. We'll get a softer yellow, which is going to be cream. And just get the centers of those. Darken them with a little bit of brown just on the one side there. Yeah, like that better. So we'll get the rest of those done. And then work a little green in that. Okay. Grass on that. Give that jug a little red stripe. Brown this little bucket cup thing up a little bit. Okay, we'll make this pencil yellow. We'll make this one green. We'll make this one purple. Put a little purple paint on the top. And this one red. Throw a little red down in that to give it a shadow. There we go. Got a couple more flowers to work on, and we're going to bring in a lighter green here, earth green. Going to put some green on these pictures. I guess there's another flower in there. I should have paid more attention. It's awfully tiny. It's the flower. And I think that's a flower, not positive. Gonna tap the center of those, just so we can put in our other color here. This is the ivory. I'm just going around and adding a little in there. Okay, anything else? We're going to take a little of the black and we're just going to go on the bottom of these rocks, then bring it up. There's another rope there, rope here, and there's a rope in here. There's a little tassel in there. Okay. Anywhere that you want to add some depth, just go around and add the black and pull it out gently. These little flowers here. There we go. Throw a little of that in the paper here. Tablecloth. I'm gonna make these little squares red. And that walkway, it needs a little something. So we're going to add in a little of the sepia. Just darken it down here. And maybe we'll throw a little green into that rock. Tiny bit of a brown, darker brown. There, all I have to do is finish the little flowers here, and I will do that, and I will take a picture. This rock needs to be done. Give it a little shadow at least. That's the earth green. This page needs a little shadow under here. There. So I will finish up the leaves, or the flowers up here, and I will take a picture and leave it at the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. Take care, everyone. Bye now.